Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lando's Lessons. Um, I might have to start doing that every time. That's funny. So, uh, been taking a little break because I needed to think a little bit more about what had happened about a week and a half ago, and I figured this would be a good one to share. So, when it comes to making changes in your life, when it comes to adjusting and becoming a brand new person of sorts because you are so vastly different than what you used to be. Everyone reaches those moments in their life. There are transitional periods in your life. And alongside dealing with the present, alongside recognizing your past, and making sure you give yourself credit for how far you've come because no one else in this world will. Be sure to do that. Um, yeah, acknowledge that. You deserve it. But there's always the thought of the future, the thing, the dark anomaly that we cannot control. And I had an interesting conversation because I was, just trying to chart out what I wanted the rest of the year to be. We're halfway through. Let's see where I want to be near the end of the year, so I can go ahead and move forward and do this and conquer this goal and blah blah blah. So I had a nice conversation, and I was worried. I was holding myself back. I'll just say what it was. So basically, I am concerned about two things right now. I'm concerned about my job. I'm concerned about the work that we do versus the pay that we get, like 99% of the people in this damn country. And I was concerned about my living situation because let's just face it, I'm single, and being single in this world is a little annoying right now because everything's so damn expensive. Having a partner that you love and trust, you can really ease each other's pain and start putting forth an effort towards a better you. And by you, I mean unison. Bars. But as a single person, you don't really have that. There's a reason why so many people are living with parents or roommates past the age of 30 now. Um, that was unheard of 2 decades ago. I'm sorry, not unheard of, but less likely. It wasn't as warranted. And I had a conversation of just like, well, I might just stay at this job just because it's a secure job. I know what I'm doing. They know me. It's it's consistent, but it isn't consistent. It was complacent, and as I said, since high school, complacency is the death of man. That's where I was coming from when it came from the living situation. I'm in my early 30s, y'all. Like, I was strongly considering just getting a room somewhere and renting a room because that way I can start building a nest egg, start paying off some debt, just be a little bit more secure in my financial situation that I feel like I should be being in my 30s. And it's just extremely frustrating that it has to come to that. But that's where I was at thinking wise. Those two things: stick with the job you have, stick with the pay you have, stick with the work you have to do because, hey, at least it's a job. I'll tell you a little bit about my past. I've been laid off twice. One company that I thoroughly enjoyed, I won't mention the brand, but they are well known in the marketplace, and they laid off like 1,100 of us out of nowhere, right after they worked us hard during the holidays. Um, and they laid off the sales team and so many other teams, and just got rid of us all. Hurt, just completely depressed. Didn't know how to cope because I had never lost a job on outside of my own terms before. When I work, I try my best to work in excellence, or at least give 100% of who I am that day. If I'm at a C plus, you're gonna get a C plus. If I'm at an A plus, you're gonna get an A plus. But I will give you the best that I have. And it threw me off, man. It threw me off. I'll have to get into the conversation of jobs and careers and how corporate America or corporate in general doesn't give a damn about you. But that's a different conversation. And the other job, similar circumstance. So I was like, well, this is a job I can have. I know I can keep. I know I can do well in. Let's go. And that's where I was at mentally. Secondly, like I mentioned with the housing, maybe I need to downsize. Maybe I need to go ahead and sell some stuff. Maybe I need to put a lot of stuff in storage and just rent a room for a year to while I get my situation taken care of financially. I want to be debt free outside of student loans. I want to have a nest egg that I can depend upon. I'd like to have excess money so that if I want to treat my parents or my sister and her boyfriend to something, I can do so without having to worry. Um, but that's not where I am right now. I give what I can, and sadly, it's not as much as I would like it to be. But yeah, I was just going to stick with the same job, and I was going to potentially, in my head, move in with some person and rent a room so that I could start saving some semblance of money, or at least paying off debt. But everything, and this is what the person told me, it was a bitch slap across the face of a realization. But everything I was saying was coming from a mind of complacency or a mind of scarcity. And that's exactly what I was doing. There was no I was thinking about things from a perspective of fear and who I was in the past. And that is not what I want in any way, shape, or form. But I didn't even know that I was doing it. I was so caught up in the world around me, the situations around me, that I was afraid to live my life the way I wanted to. And that was eye opening. That caused great fear in me because I didn't know I was doing it and I thought I had worked past that point. And I know that y'all have had the same situation. I know that many decisions that have been made is because of forces outside of your control. A certain type of fear, a certain type of feeling of safety, which can be quickly turned in a fine line towards complacency. That scarcity mindset is real. Someone who grew up not the most privileged, it's hard to escape that. That's why you see so many people who get out of their inner cities, get out of their slums, get out of their trailers, and they fall back into it at some point in life because it's just a different way of thinking, and it's hard to get there without the knowledge, without someone guiding you, or without you looking up the proper resources. And ignorance is not an insult here, it's just lack of knowledge. And I don't know, and that lack of knowledge, I don't know how I'm supposed to get to where I want to because I was in such a pit for so long in my life, over a decade. And the thinking that I had was from that mindset, that scarcity mindset, that mindset of fear, that mindset of complacency, the things that kept me relatively comfortable during my worst times. For those who are going through similar circumstances of transformation, whether it be the breaking of addiction, whether it be finding your life in sobriety, whether it be turning over a new leaf in the way that your mind works, whether it be having to break up certain relationships, friendships, to ensure that you can keep your peace of mind and continue to move forward because there's too much pain associated with it. These are the things that can hold you back in the way that you conquer these upcoming challenges. So I say all this to say, be aware of where your plans come from. Do they come from the ideas of the current you? Or do they come from the past and the pain? Don't shoulder that. We're supposed to move on from that. And just to add, it's easy to look at the past and have that influence your decisions, like I mentioned, but also that same applies to the present. We have so many things outside of our control. We have, I won't get political, we have so many decisions that are affecting everyday life for every single person, no matter what industry, no matter what race, no matter what religion, no matter what sexual orientation. They're all being affected by the decisions of certain administrations and certain political policies. It's affecting how our buying situation is. It's affecting just the standard of living. It's affecting groceries. It's affecting everything. And it's so easy to get caught up into that. It's so easy to say, why me? How can I survive? Because the world is not made for us to survive in. That is true. But guess what? Every single person has to feel the same exact way in some way, shape, or form. I don't care if you are a million billionaire. I don't care if you are on welfare. There are certain things that are outside your control that are going to affect your future, whether it be financially, whether it be your housing situation, whether it be the groceries in your fridge. There is something that will affect you, and that is outside of your control. So what do? The same thing that you've probably been told multiple times: control the controllables, because that is the only way that you are going to find some microbe of success, because you can't control every aspect of life. Only person who can do that is the big man upstairs. So keep having faith in him and keep on chugging along, because best believe trying to work out your life according to the things outside of your control is just a destined way to end up insane. Don't do that to yourself. We deserve so much better. Yes, this is true. But at the same time, there's only so much influence we can have on the world. So do what you can to make sure that you are living your best life. Do what you can to ensure that you are having the best future in your life. And that means not relying on the past mindsets of a person who is broken and defeated and depressed and damned, or the present situations that keep us confused and keep us conflicted and keep us worrying about what's to come. We're stronger than that. I know you're stronger than that. Let it go. Breathe. Meditate. Pray. And find that peace so that you can plan with purpose. Don't let your past self hold you back. Don't let complacency hold you back. Don't let the scarcity mindset, the fear of having or being in lack, control who you are currently and who you want to be in the future. You have an inner strength that is so bright, that is so resilient, and if only you could remember it at all times, you would know that no one in this world can stop you but you. Be the best version of you by thinking with a clear mind and not letting the past or the present circumstances around you be the determining factor of how your future will be. Dream big. Anyway, yeah, just want to share that with y'all. It's like I said, it was a bitch slap across the face for me. It was recognizing that I still have a way to come when it comes to my mindset, because it is completely new to me. And I know a lot of y'all are going through similar circumstances. Y'all are weighed down by chains from your past that you thought you've long shaken off, but it affects everything from your physical to your mental to your spiritual. So, anyway, I'm going to go take the doggy for a walk. Please continue to be your best self. Live your best life and know that you are loved and valued. I appreciate y'all being here. It really does mean the world to me. This is Lando's Lessons. Know that you're loved. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.